Hey guys, I'm excited to be here today. So, I really don't know where this is going, and a lot of times I have no clue whenever I channel what is about ready to happen. But I will tell you, not that I'm saying that this message won't be for more than just single parents, but I am definitely drawn to the message being for a single parent that desperately needs to hear this message. I just feel it in my soul. Most of you know I was a single parent. I lived that life. My children's father passed away while they were just 4 months old and 2 years old, and I had to step up into some shoes that I felt as though I could not handle. It wasn't fair, right? I was so angry and just disconnected. I literally disconnected, and then I just kind of withdrew from life itself for a very long time and didn't know how to handle what was being given to me on this life path, right? And so I just did it, right? I just did it. So for those of you out there that don't know what to do, just do it, right? Just believe in yourself and know that you've got this. One thing I want to make sure that I'm feeling very drawn to is to make sure that whenever... Whoa. So, anger, right? Anger. Watch it. Like, understand that it serves a purpose. Anger a lot of times is whenever we feel so passionately about something and there's been a boundary crossed, or it's to point out the wrong. When you've been hurt, it triggers that. And also, with that being said, when you're not being heard, you get angry. And also, anger has to do with overstimulation. A lot of us don't realize that we've been doing, and it's like it's not giving us back in return. Like, we're just exhausted. It's not working, right? It's not working. Well, when it's not working, instead of us like continuing the same cycle over and over again, it's time for us to start figuring out what we can do. And you can do it. You can figure it out. I know I felt as if I didn't have no one. Excuse me. And see, that was my throat chakra speaking out. I didn't communicate. I did have plenty of people that was willing to be there for me, but I didn't want to bother them, right? This was my life. I needed to handle it. So I didn't go to people who really truly loved me and really wanted to be there for me. And I know now that it pushed away all the right ones because I was just blocked off from feeling the judgment. I felt like I was being judged when I wasn't really being judged. They were just trying to come to me to share with me their journey and express to me how to do things. And I didn't like it, and that was my trauma, because I was in fear that everything I was doing was wrong, right? So when someone comes to you with advice, sometimes just really pull back and look at it and see how the shoe fits, and if it does, you can take it or you can leave it. Just don't allow it to trigger you, and if it is triggering you, then figure out why, because it takes a family, right? Family can be a very, very beautiful thing if you allow it to be. A lot of families, they're toxic. It is what it is, but it's because of the hurt that we don't work through, the hurt that we don't face up to. We've got to look at it and see how we can heal this pain. How can we fix what is broken? Right? Be there for each other. Get each other through it. I give this advice, I need to be receiving it. I guess that's why the channel's coming through, because my family so desperately needs it. And I'm sure there's others out there that do as well, or it wouldn't be coming through. I am going to rewatch this video and really take in what I got to say, because evidently it's important. I know people tend to talk behind each other's back, and it's not meant to be hurtful all the time, right? It's not meant to be hurtful all the time. People do sit down together and talk about things, you know. For example, we'll point myself out just to give people an understanding. Say, you know, when I lost my husband, people were discussing that, like, oh my gosh, do you know what just happened to Leanne? Holy cow, right? Like, they talked about it. And I had to, I needed to understand at that time that it's not necessarily that people were bad talking me, because I literally was like, take my name out of your mouth. You know, I don't want to talk about it no more. I didn't want it to be real. So by hearing that so-and-so said so-and-so and so-and-so said this, and when you're in this darkness and you got all of this coming at you and you don't know what to take in and it all just hurts, just take a breath, right? Take a break. Clear your mind. Put your hand on your heart and listen to whoever it is that your higher power is. Like, be in this, because your past loved ones want to be there for you. They want to guide you. You have to allow them. And it's even harder when you're in this dark space, because it's hard for you to elevate yourself enough to hear these things. Instead, it's about beating yourself up and everyone else around you because you're just angry. I remember I got to the point one day with anger where I had to just be like, I don't want to be this person anymore, right? I don't want to be angry at everything. So then I actually blocked out my anger and I quit being angry. But then I had to go through the learning of realizing why anger is actually important. It's an emotion that we have to accept. But we've got to learn how to overcome it. That's the key, right? That's the important thing there. A lot of you guys are working so hard to try to make ends meet and doing everything that you can do, and I can completely understand why you're angry, because it still just feels like it's not enough. But that's whenever it's most important for you to pull yourself forward and take a bath, right? Go get your nails done. Go to the shooting range, right? Go to one of those rooms where you bust up stuff out of rage. Punch a pillow. Take that minute for yourself. More importantly, go into prayer, right? You don't have to say it out loud. You can think it within. It's okay. Allow others to be there for you. I feel a lot of people struggling. This is a dark energy for me. Like, I'm feeling this in my soul. A lot of people worried about the possibility of losing their kids. A lot of people worried about not being enough. You are enough. I promise you, you would not have your children if you were not enough. And even those of you who have lost your children, like, it's okay that you have a dark time and you got to do what you got to do to fix it. Don't just sit in the darkness. Communicate. And if you don't know who to turn to around you, go to YouTube. Go to Facebook. There's plenty of influencers out there that wants to be there for you. Plenty of them. You just got to see who you can trust and who you can't trust. And that's the same thing with everyday life. But I will tell you, I learned this myself, right? You just have to know what you want. And I know that's not a simple task either. But start making it happen. If you want to be a positive person, take 3 days and pay attention to your thoughts. Watch them, see them, feel them. And then start thinking about how you can turn it into a positive thought. Then you'll find yourself automatically thinking, correcting yourself. As soon as you think this negative thought, your mind's going to be like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe you should look at it this way. And learning that our words are magic, okay? This whole world is a magnet, and we draw to us what we believe. So go inward on these beliefs. Okay, if you believe that everyone out there you don't trust, if you believe everyone out there is out to hurt you, reconsider. Because there are people who want to be there for you. There are people who want to help you. And if you did hurt someone that you're really wanting to go to, fix it. You can fix it. Come inward on your heart and figure out what needs to be done, right? To make the change. Make it. Stand in your power. Communicate. Right? Think about a leader. What does a leader do? They tell people what to do. So if you're going to be a leader of your life, then go to mom and say, hey mom, I really need you right now. Could you do this for me? And even if they say no, you tried. It's not the person who's meant to help you. Keep looking. Don't let that stop you. Start finding things that you can be passionate about, because I feel a lot of you shrinking back in this darkness and just sitting alone. And it's okay for you to be alone. Don't get me wrong. I love my alone time, right? But there are times that you need to allow yourself to be open to love, open to your passions, open to your emotions, right? Let yourself cry if you need to cry. Let yourself be happy. Let yourself. It's okay. I see good things coming, and I hope that my message comes to you guys and you feel it too, because it's possible. Believe in the impossible. It's literally staring at me. This is my favorite card. Believe in the impossible. It's okay. You can have it too. Right? You can have the life that you choose. This Ace of Wands, like, look how beautiful she is. She has the magic wand that she can choose what she wants, when she wants it, where she wants it. You pick it. You choose. You have control. You do. When you pray and you put it out there, or manifest, or however you want to word it for you, when you put it out there, your guides, your past loved ones, guardian angels, whatever you want to call them, they're going to be here for you, okay? They're going to help you get what you want. So for anybody who is in that belief that maybe that they're not there, or whatever the case may be, I would reconsider that too, because I was in that place. I was in that place of not believing, and it was dark for me. I was lonely. I was angry, depressed, full of anxiety, in pain constantly. My body ached all over, because you store these traumas in your joints. You store them in there. You got to work through it. Sorry, guys. Just kind of existing for a moment, right? Taking a breath. That's what I feel like we all need to do sometimes, right? In through your nose, out through your mouth, ground yourself, reconnect into the now, right? Feel what you're feeling, what's going through your mind. This is deep, right? This is deep. This is a big message. I love it. Sleepless nights. Sleepless. But at the same time, some of this sleepless, interesting, it's taken me down the road that while a lot of you guys are busy because of, this message, I was drawn to single parents in this, and maybe it's your kids keeping you up or whatever the case may be. But one of the things that's coming to me is that you're not getting enough like physical exercise in a good way, right? You might be going to work and working your butt off doing something that you don't want to do because you're trying to make the money, but that's not in a good way, right? If you do yoga, do exercise on your own free time, it's about you. It's not about giving to somebody else and doing for someone else. It's about you. It's freeing up those joints, right? It's moving the muscles that you need to do because you feel better to be able to do it. If you're not hearing from enough people that you're doing a good job, I'll give that to you if you need that outside validation. You're doing a good job. Just keep doing you. So if you're not getting physical, get physical. Let's get physical. I just did that. Holy shit. I got the star card again, guys. Like, what? Like, you've got this. You've got this. Let's start finding a way to come out of our negative. I'm going to start putting videos out about different things that I do to help me on my spiritual journey. Yes, just you guys got to find a way to de-stress, disconnect in some way for you. Okay, guys. I macrame. I do dream catchers. This is an escape for me. Whenever I'm doing this, I try my best to disconnect from like my phone or outside bad energies, because it is about the flow state. It's about you being in your thoughts, thinking about what you need to be thinking about, focusing things on in a different way. Instead of being in your ego, you'll come from the heart because you're using the creative side of your brain, right? This could be painting, this could be photography, this could be dancing, this could be writing, right? There's so many different ways that you can express yourself. You don't even have to put on in words what you're feeling. You can just show it. Know that there's two sides to everything, guys. There's two sides, right? Let's just put it this way. There's the positive and the negative. And you have a choice, okay? You have a choice to be more positive. I have so many people that says my brain don't work that way. Our brain learns, so teach it. You have a choice. Do you want to stay there? Do you want to stay where you're at? Or are you ready to go somewhere, right? I'd be happy to teach you. Because it is a choice. It is a choice. We have that. We can find a way now with all these different electronic devices, and there's so many people that's putting themselves out there trying to help. Find it. It's possible. Don't give up. You got this. Interesting. I just flipped open this just for one more card because I was trying to find an ending here. And I got the Ten of Cups. Holy cow. That's amazing, guys. This is how you become literally a better parent. And it's not just about being a better parent, a better friend, a better family member, a better person for yourself. And I promise you, more than anything, when you start doing for yourself and you start figuring out, working through these traumas, your days do get better. I promise. It is possible. You can have a happy home and a happy life. Okay? It's up to you to make the choice. All right, guys, keep that chin up. I'm so proud of you, even if you just got out of bed today, because sometimes that's where we got to be, and I understand it. Okay? On the other end of the spectrum, if you had got out of bed and you did and you did and you did and you did and you're just giving, I'm so fucking proud of you. Okay? So proud of you. So take care of you. Bye, guys.